Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's quite a bit of a scene, isn't it, with all these riots in the UK at the moment. Aren't they well organised? So well organised, aren't they, for just far-right people? Look, what you're seeing is the foot soldiers, for sure. The young bucks. But they're taking their directives and they're taking their orders from somebody within the group. Somebody that's integrated themselves, who's issuing the orders. I've seen them. You'll get some little bits of film where there is someone within the group who is pointing this way and that way. So they're issuing orders to the young and stupid that are just following out those instructions. Do this, do that. But Tommy Robinson's not even in the country, so he's in a hotel, sunning himself on some recliner or something like that, and drinking. So who's paying for his hotel? Who's funding Tommy Robinson to have a holiday while all this carnage takes place in the UK? It is the UK, isn't it? Because there was some trouble in Northern Ireland as well, wasn't there? I believe. So there's just about every major town, they've had a very organised demonstration that has led to a pushback against the police. But now, and really you should be putting a big question mark over this right now, Keir Starmer had his Cobra meeting and he's put together a special task force of 6,000 special riot police. What does that tell you now? Means that we're on the first run of the ladder to martial law. This is they're creeping it in. They're bringing it in slowly. But these organised riots were a means to an end. As bad as what happened in Southport, and it was absolutely heartbreaking what happened there, with one single 17-year-old who's now 18, can do so much destructive misery to a street. That is a terrible thing that took place there. But everything that's happened since, was it just a natural consequence of one domino falling, and so the whole lot are going to go? And did it just take that one domino in Southport to start all this? Look, all I know is that this is complete chaos. This is organised anarchy. And it's not a country in which you could be proud of right now. And I do remember some riots back in the 80s which were quite shocking in Manchester and Liverpool, and they were really bad riots. Is this on a par with that? Yeah, for sure it is. Maybe even worse. This is just too well organised. All previous riots that I can remember have never been as well organised as this one. So, is this Tommy Robinson's doing? Has he got his far-right party to be so organised and regimental that they was always going to do this, but under the direction of certain placement appointees that he's put in place, who are issuing out the orders? That, you see, that is just such a head scratcher. When I saw it, I thought to myself, who are these older ones that are right amongst the group, who are just issuing out the orders saying, do this, do that? You know, are they even part of the far right? Or are they part of another group? We need to start thinking about this, people, because, you know, we now have a special police force, and if you see them kitted out, they will have all the riot gear on, and it will remind you of a martial law environment. And it's just the early stages to full martial law coming in. And I believe it will come into the United States as well, because they'll be having their civil unrest, and especially if there's some skullduggery during the November election in the USA, there will definitely be a massive pushback if that happens. But somebody, the order out of chaos mantra still lives, people. Somebody that loves that particular slogan has to put his name against what's happening at the moment. They have to do, because it has all the hallmarks of a very, very intelligent, sophisticated, organised and secret group, and not so much the far right. The far right are just the ones that the media are going to put a label on and blame it on. But it's not them that want martial law. Do you honestly think the far right want martial law? Do you really think they want these 6,000 special Starmer troops that can go anywhere, be deployed anywhere in the UK at any given moment? No, the far right don't want that. But somebody else does. You need to figure out who it is that wants this. Open your eyes. This is not straightforward.